This week,
girls basketball sends their seniors off.
a new late work policy is introduced.
We look inside the life of a first-year teacher.
We prepare for MCHS's next Spirit Week.
And we head into the classroom with some class pets.
All that and more on the Warrior Weekly. Good morning, Warriors, and welcome to this week's edition of the Warrior Weekly, presented by Warrior Student Media. I'm Alyssa Thomas.
And I'm Allie Casey. Today we discuss the late work policy, check in on our new teachers, and spend some time in Mr. Levon's classroom.
But first, the girls' basketball season ended in a loss last week in their regional semifinal. Warrior Student Media was there to capture the senior-led team in their last game on the court as a Warrior.
On Monday, February 13th, the girls' basketball team had a regional playoff game at Jacobs High School where they faced Dundee Crown. With the result ending in a 41-35 loss, the team ends their season in an abrupt fashion. For the seniors on the team, this was their last game of getting to play high school basketball. The head coach for the Warriors, John Luckenheimer, reflects on the strides they have made throughout the year and some great moments with the team.
Okay, we got better. We finished off the year strong. I think we finished 4-4 the last 8 games, and the girls never gave up. And again, we continually got better. And the best part about that was that people kept coming up to me telling me that they were a great group. They're a close group, fun to be around, goofy, but also cared, right? And having a solid group of seniors is nice. They knew what to do by experience, so that's always nice when you have that senior leadership. You can rely on them to help with the younger kids or just to lead practice. Their willingness to kind of adapt. We had some adversity throughout the year, whether it was within our team, injuries. Most proud just sticking with it, buying into what we were preaching.
With the team ending the season with 4 wins in the last 8 games, senior basketball players Reese Kowanowski and Payne Stainer reflect on what helped the team be successful in the final stretch of the year and what kept the team together for the season.
I would say that communication's key. You use it anywhere on and off the court. I think it's a big aspect.
I would say to never give up, and even though we had a more tough season this year, we always pushed through and did our best.
Being a part of something like a team gives the opportunity to go through tough experiences, have special moments, and learn valuable lessons.
Probably the connection we've created. We've all played together since 5th grade, so it's going to be a lot different not being able to play with them anymore. So I would definitely say the connection that we have with each other.
My best memory was, I'd say, just goofing around with the teammates and coaches and doing dances and teaching Swanee dance.
With the season being officially over, and that being the final time that seniors will ever get to play high school basketball, we want to thank the team's commitment and for giving your very best on and off the court. Thank you, seniors. Best of luck with your future plans. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly were Tyler Houston, Dennis Turcan, Jack Lulo, and Caden Bunting.
Good luck to our senior collegiate athletes on the rest of their basketball careers.
Next, opinions are mixed regarding the new school-wide policy on the deadlines for late work. Warrior Investigates takes to the halls to see what's changed about missing assignments.
As the new semester has taken full effect, MCHS has added a new homework policy that allows students 7 days after the due date to turn in missing assignments. This has been a major adjustment throughout the school, and with that comes up opinions on the topic. So we decided to see what people think about this big change. This is Warrior Investigates.
All right, Gavin, what do you think about the new homework policy that's just been put in place?
I think it'll improve the accountability of students. It'll allow teachers to be able to actually have time to grade their finals towards the end of the year, because a lot of teachers, when they push their homework policy or when their late work policy all the way back, they're forced to grade just a ton of assignments at the end of the year.
I don't mind it. It doesn't really affect me. I don't do my homework anyway, so.
The students discuss how they believe they would change the late work policy if they were in charge.
And then what do you think could be changed about the policy to make it better for students?
Maybe be more clear about it, be completely serious about it, because some teachers are still using it right, but they're not really enforcing it. So I think that if they enforce it, make it look serious, people are gonna be like, yeah, okay, we should probably do our homework then.
I think it's all right. Puts the kids that don't do any homework assignments to work, so it works. I think it's better than the old one, instead of waiting 5 months to turn it in.
The purpose of these regulations of late work assignments is to lower the amount of late work that students turn in. Staff members give their input on why they think this will be effective.
All right, and do you see the late work percentage going down for the student body?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I do. I know, however, each class, their curriculum has maybe different standards for, the amount of work they have and when that's supposed to be turned in. At least for my class, I've implemented it, and I think it's benefited, both my students and myself in terms of getting work turned in on time.
I think the percentage will go down, because I think what happens is, now that we have a clear 7-day policy, it puts some parameters around it where we had much looser parameters before. Before you could wait until December, until the semester was over, and turn in work from September and October. And first of all, there's no value in that. There's no meaning behind that.
The new 7-day late work policy has been a major change. Students and teachers will have to adjust to the new standard at MCHS. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly were Matthew Colino, TJ Hawes, Ari Juarez, and Matthew Woods.
My Sister's Dress is holding a prom sale at McHenry County College on Saturday from 10 to 1. If you're in need of a prom dress, consider buying these new and gently used dresses to make prom affordable for everyone.
Now, MCHS welcomed many first-time teachers into the Warrior family this school year. We take a look back on some of the highlights from their first semester teaching in a classroom.
A teacher's first year is one of the most important years of their teaching careers. This year, MCHS welcomes some new teachers to the community and the school.
I really enjoy the collaboration in terms of teachers and students. The overall feel to the school was just absolutely incredible.
These are the experiences that they can lean back on in the following years. Miss Yesenia Morales is a new teacher in the Consumers Ed department, and she shares how her first semester went.
The first semester was really good. I learned a lot from my students. I learned a lot about myself as a teacher. My students make me so proud, whether it's in the kitchen or in the classroom. I love being able to see them grow as people.
No teacher forgets their first year. In view of the fact, that's when they learn most about their field and the school. Mr. Anthony Jacks, a new chemistry teacher, shares his struggles.
Just trying to get to know all the different programs we have here. That's the biggest thing, was just trying to figure all those out as the semester went along.
We look forward to seeing how much of an impact these new teachers have on MCHS. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly were Juliana Reese, Isabel Navarro, Danny Carr, and Bryce Rothfeld.
Next, Inclusion Week is coming up, and we preview the themes for the upcoming Spirit Week.
Last year, WSM got the opportunity to attend the Spread the Word to End the Word week, a week full of smiles and joy from McHenry's very own Warrior Buddies. Spread the Word Inclusion is a foundation with the goal to spread inclusivity throughout school systems. Next week, we will fight exclusion and promote inclusion.
So Spread the Word to End the Word is a nationwide event, and it's a whole week. It's usually the first week of March, and it's just different activities throughout the school day that encourages people to be more inclusive and aware of that they're not the only ones in the building. There's lots of other kids in this building, and they need to be, aware of.
Inclusion is extremely important. As a school and as a community, promoting inclusion ensures that everyone belongs.
The most important thing, I think, is making sure that our kids do feel like they're part of a community, and part of that community is being with their peers. It really helps them cultivate those relationships that normally wouldn't happen if they're not given an opportunity to be experienced and exposed to that inclusivity model.
I think that here at McHenry, it's super important to promote this event because it really means a lot to these kids, and these kids really don't get they don't have the reputation that they should have, and I think that being able to promote this and include them, it will go above and beyond for them and make a difference in their life.
Students should participate in this event in order to build a culture of inclusion and respect. During this week, there will be a variety of different activities for students to participate in.
We're starting Monday, February 27th. That's the first day, so we're going to do a Spirit Week. We don't have the exact days of what they're going to look like yet, but we're going to get that out soon. On Friday, March 3rd, we're going to be down in the cafeteria, 4th, 5th, and 6th period. All my students are going to be running it. We're going to have posters. We're going to invite everyone to come up. We're going to have t-shirts for people to win. And everyone's going to come up, and we're going to have these special stickers that people are going to write what inclusion means for them. And we're going to put them up and kind of make our big inclusion flower garden.
McHenry's attempt to build an inclusive environment should not go unheard of. As a school, we should promote each other and respect each other for who we are. Supporting and including all parts of our student body will put us into the right direction. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly were Alina Noel, Tennyson Gordillo, Jackie Quintel, and Rayan Ahmad.
Inclusion Week begins next week on Monday. Be sure to join in to spread the word to end the word.
Finally, the term teacher's pet takes on a different meaning in Mr. Levon's room when we meet the critters who call the class home.
A tale as old as time, the class pet. Animals are notoriously great companions, and Mr. Stephen Levon has many. This week, he introduces his tiny friends and explains how he managed to acquire each of them.
I have gotten, the ones in here, I have gotten from my students. It seemed for a little while, every year, a student of mine was going off to college, and they would tell me that, hey, Miss Levon, can you take care of my gecko or my turtle or my tarantula? I don't trust my mom to take care of it. So they would go off to college, I would take care of it, but they would never, when they came back in the summer, they would never come back and pick it up, or when they would graduate, they would never come back and pick it up. So I've just kind of adopted them and taken care of them. So, that's just kind of how all that happened. Okay, I've got a rose hair tarantula. She's her name is Lily. All right. I've got a Colombian box turtle named Shelly. So that's female, not a male. And then I have 2 leopard geckos, one named Leo, and the other one is Henrietta. I have always had pets since I have been here at McHenry, and I think it does for kids who are, maybe not very interested in science and especially biology. I think it does get them a little involved in asking questions. They get involved with class, and I allow people to take Leo out and they can take pictures with Shelly and stuff. So I think that gets people involved and want to, see these animals. I think everybody does love animals to some degree.
Over the years, MCHS students have come to develop an attachment to these animals. Juliana Fontanetta gives us more insight on her adoration for Levon's Colombian box turtle, Shelly.
Shelly. I love Shelly. I think it's like a fun thing for schools to have because it makes the classroom more fun. Personally, I have an attachment to Shelly the turtle. I used to pick her up every day during astronomy and she would sit there with me.
Now that we've heard from owners and friends alike, Shelly the turtle lays down and tells what her life is really like.
How do you feel about Mr. Levon being your owner? What are your opinions on students at MCHS?
Thank you, Shelly. Warriors, if you're ever feeling down and out this semester, be sure to check out Mr. Levon's Animal Friends in room 308. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly were Jasmine Carballo, Lauren Curtin, Cadence Hendricks, and Grace Mueller.
How is the traffic down there?
That's all for today's show. Be sure to follow the Warrior Weekly on all social media platforms, including Twitter, Insta, and TikTok.
For Allie Casey and all of Warrior Student Media, I'm Alyssa Thomas. See ya, Warriors!